As state lawmakers hash out the state budget for the next 2 years, a lot of the focus is on your child's classroom. A powerful lawmaker who decides school policy says if his plan does not pass, your local property taxes will skyrocket. He even says some schools could close. KXAN's political reporter Phil Prazen breaks down the plan and how its effects are already being felt.
The plan calls for increasing the amount of money per student, meaning districts like Austin keep more of their tax dollars in the district, but the state will have to spend $1.6 billion more to help pay for property poor districts. Chairman of the House Public Education Committee, Dan Huberty, tells me the stakes are high.
If we don't do this, local taxpayers will be forced to bear the burden of the reductions, and I don't think it's fair for us to sit here and say, well, you know, good for us, you know, we're coming up here and doing all these wonderful conservative things and going back home and not delivering it. I don't want to go home and say, I cut funding to education. You know, I had to do that in 2011. I am not going to do that again.
And if nothing changes, this September, a key funding stream for Blanco ISD, worth 7% of its total budget, will be gone. The district says they will cut staff. Chairman Huberty says it could be just the beginning.
There is no other plan than what we've put together. I mean, there will be school districts that will close if this school finance plan does not pass. That is just a fact.
Just last week, the House forbid public tax dollars to be used for private or homeschool. That goes against the Senate leader, Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick. He, along with senators, just passed a measure allowing families to use their tax dollars to tailor a specific education for them. The Senate does not have the $1.6 billion additional dollars, and Patrick says there will be no school finance reform without a tax dollar school choice program with it. A debate coming in the weeks ahead. Aaron?
Thank you, Phil. As he just mentioned, some districts like Blanco have already lost money from the additional state aid for tax reduction, also called ASETAR. As you can see, almost every Texas district received money from the program in 2008. A decade later, that number of districts has dropped to less than 20%. Only 4 districts in our area will likely receive money from the program this year. Those include Lago Vista, Lake Travis, Manor, and Rockdale.